Hi, my name is Xavier Mendiola. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. Dr. Alma Ingram has been a very instrumental and special person in my life at this moment and to this day. I actually met her June of 2020, right before my 45th birthday. I was able to get a call from her because she was looking for product liability insurance, had called our office, and me being in the industry for 15 years, had fortunately took her call. At that point, I had to find out some background information about her office, about her services, and what she does. In that period of data collection, I was able to find out a little bit more about who she really is. She is a clinical pathophysiologist. In layman's terms, that really comes down to saying that she's a scientist of our own physiology and really pretty much a patient's doctor, but she doesn't like to be called a doctor. She is a scientist. And there's a big difference. She actually is very passionate about her patients. And I got to find this out just in speaking with her and finding out the information that I needed to possibly find her and locate a policy for her. But in doing so, I was intrigued so much that I said, you know what? I need to take these services. I need to take advantage of this phone call that I was actually blessed to have. At this point, I made an appointment on my birth date to come into her office and start off with just doing some blood work. And at that point, that's what kind of started me on this journey of health and wellness. Health and wellness for me is very important because not only am I a father of 3, I've been married 20 years, but I also have a 4-year-old son. And at 45 and a 4-year-old son, I can tell you, you better have the energy and really want that longevity. And so taking this step was a huge step, not only in my life, but in his life and in my family's life. So what I ended up doing was coming in, going through the basic blood work, and then waiting for those results. What's so interesting about Dr. Ingram is that she is able to take us from blood work to pseudo scans to thermographies and ANS scans. Now, a lot of these scans, really, I had no idea what they meant, necessarily what they would find. After going through this process, there was a point where it was discovered that I had a fatty liver. Now, to me, again, not really understanding what that means or what that meant, she pretty much said, "Don't worry, I have this under control. I know exactly what to do." And having that bedside manner, and for me, again, I'm not one that likes to go to doctors. I'm not one that necessarily does physicals annually. Unless I'm bleeding out, am I actually going to be inside a doctor's office? So, and again, to be quite frank, I don't actually eat the right foods. I'm a Hispanic male that likes his barbacoa, his Big Red, his tamales, eggs. So, there was, I can tell you my diet was not really the best. But at some point, I had to take a stance and I had to take a stake in my own health. And that's where coming through those doors has been one of the biggest blessings of my life. In fact, I can almost say that it's saving my life and creating a longer life for me. So I come to you again because she has been so informative. Unlike any other doctor that I've been to or any other, let's just say, physical appointment that I have gone to, the amount of knowledge that has been bestowed from Dr. Ingram to myself in just the short period of being a patient of hers has been enormous. I feel that it's almost like drinking water out of a fire hydrant because there are so many different things that I did not know was going on inside my body, much less the simple things that I could do to change that. But unless I was given this direction, I would not be where I'm at today. There were some things found in my labs that necessarily were not really going to be, that were not, how do I put it? They were maybe shocking to me at first, but not surprising because, as mentioned, my diet has not been the best. But again, with her knowledge and with her advice and what to do and how to correct it, within 3 months, I saw a huge difference. I gotta say that for a fact, and this is kind of hard to say on camera, but I came in weighing about 201. Now this is the heaviest weight I've ever weighed in my life. Within 6 weeks, being based off of the Cardiac Extreme powder, I was able to lose 25 pounds. I am back down to 176, and I can tell you 6 months later, I am still at 177. So I've probably gained a pound since then, but give or take, I'll take it every day. So it's amazing for anybody that's really going to take a stake in their health, anybody that's looking to really figure out their body, and really, to be frank with you again, it really depends on, do you want to have a better life? What type of quality of life do you want to have? And this is something that was a part of my thinking by coming through those doors, was what type of quality of life do I want to be around my family, around my wife, around my kids, and what would I have to deal with medical insurance and medical rates, health insurance rates on the rise, and then of course, here comes 2020, and now we have COVID. And with COVID in the midst and actually being and really surrounding us and really taking the world by storm, it was also important for me to get some base labs to figure out what my body, what it looked like before anything actually I was susceptible to, and hopefully I can be immune to, or at least boost my immune system. And this is one of the other products and bases that Dr. Ingram has been able to share with me, is a healthy immune system, and D3 levels being where they need to be matters on how susceptible we can be. My knowledge behind my own immune system was really very vague. I figured maybe electrolytes, keeping up with my sleep patterns and so forth was going to be good enough. When I actually got these labs back, she told me that my D3 level was low. I was shocked. And she says, when your level's that low, you're extremely susceptible not only to COVID, not only to the flu, but also other autoimmune diseases. And again, something that was just, I had no idea about, ever, never taught to me. So, as I mentioned, the amount of information that has been bestowed on me within the last 6 months has been valuable, priceless, and worth every penny that I have spent here at the clinic.